In this video, I'm going to give you the top 3 ways politicians have failed Black families on public safety. And this may be uncomfortable, but it needs to be said. Some politicians care more about sounding compassionate toward repeat offenders than they care about the grandmother afraid to go outside, the child walking past chaos on the way to school, the store clerk being threatened, or the Black father trying to keep his son away from the street. They say they are protecting Black voters, but are they protecting Black families? Are they protecting Black neighborhoods? Are they protecting Black seniors, Black students, Black workers, and Black-owned businesses? Because safety is not a luxury issue. Safety is a civil rights issue. And if you agree that unfairness needs to be called out, hit the like button, subscribe to Equal Heat, and share your thoughts in the comments. This video series is not here to chase drama. It is here to ask the questions politicians, activists, and media personalities keep avoiding. This is Equal Heat 1 standard, no free passes. A family cannot build a future in a neighborhood where people are afraid to live. That is the part too many politicians want to skip. They will talk about justice, reform, compassion, and protecting Black voters. But if a mother is afraid to let her child walk to the store, if a senior is afraid to sit on the porch, if a business owner has to close before dark, if workers cannot safely commute, and if families are trapped in neighborhoods where disorder is normal, then what exactly are we protecting? Today, let's break down the top 3 ways politicians have failed Black families on public safety. Number 1, they ignore the victims. Listen to the way public safety gets discussed. You hear a lot about the offender, the system, poverty, trauma, reform, and second chances. And yes, some of those conversations matter. But where's the same energy for the victim? Where's the compassion for the grandmother whose car was stolen? Where's the compassion for the child walking past drug activity on the way to school? Where is the compassion for the store clerk getting threatened while just trying to do a regular job? Where are the angry protesters supporting their rights? Safety policy is not only about the person being arrested, it is also about the people being harmed. And if the system only sees the offender but ignores the victim, that is not justice. That is neglect with better branding. Number 2, they protect narratives over neighborhoods. A lot of politicians and activists get locked into slogans. They say reform, equity, compassion, alternatives. Those words can sound good, but Equal Heat is always going to ask the same question. What did it actually produce? Did the neighborhood get safer? Did stores stay open? Did businesses invest? Did seniors feel safer? Did parents feel better letting their children walk outside? Did workers get home safely? Did the local economy improve? Did families gain stability? Because if the slogan sounds good, but the real life result is fear, store closures, locked shelves, higher prices, less investment, fewer jobs, and families trying to escape the neighborhood, then the slogan failed. Bad policing is real. Police abuse is real. Unconstitutional policing is real. When police officers abuse power, they should be held accountable. No excuses, no free passes. But weak public safety is also real. Repeat offenders are real. Neighborhood disorder is real. Black families should not have to pretend those problems are imaginary just because the facts make someone's political narrative uncomfortable. That brings us to number 3, and this is probably the one that will make some people mad. Number 3, they confuse less policing with justice. Now let's say this clearly. Black families should not have to choose between abusive policing and abandoned streets. That is a false choice. The answer is not less public safety. The answer is more high-quality public safety. The answer is real consequences for repeat offenders. It is professional police and accountable courts. And the people who pay the price aren't the politicians with security, the activists with cameras, the wealthy donors. The people who pay are working families, poor families, lower middle-class families. So let's stop pretending this is compassion. If your policy makes life easier for repeat offenders, but harder for working families, what exactly are you protecting? And if your politics cannot hold 2 ideas at the same time, then your politics are not serious enough for real families. Because real families do not live in theories. They live on streets. And if the neighborhood is unsafe, every part of life changes. A mother changes her schedule. A father worries about his son. A grandmother stops sitting outside. A store owner pays for security instead of hiring another employee. That is why public safety is not just a crime issue, It is an economic issue, a school issue, a family issue, a housing issue, a neighborhood wealth issue, and yes, a civil rights issue. Because you cannot build generational wealth in a neighborhood where people are afraid to live, not overnight, but over years and decades. One closed store at a time, one unsafe block at a time. Security costs more, insurance costs more, products cost more, transportation costs more. That is another tax. Not a tax bill, but a life tax, a neighborhood tax, a safety tax. So when politicians say they are protecting Black representation, we need to ask, are they protecting Black neighborhoods? A district map does not stop a robbery. A campaign slogan does not protect a child at a bus stop. No political party gets a free pass on this. If Republicans ignore police abuse, equal heat. If Democrats ignore neighborhood crime, equal heat. Same standard, no free passes. Black families should not have to choose between abusive policing and abandoned streets. If you claim to protect Black voters, but your policies leave Black families less safe, then what you are really protecting may not be Black people. It may be your political image. In the next video, we talk about retail theft and store closures. Like, subscribe, and share this video if you believe policies should be judged by what they do to real families. Equal heat, one standard, no free passes.